Sports. So hopefully y'all coming on back to Cowboy Nation. Cause I ain't gonna lie. After we lost to Tampa, I saw everybody's numbers go down. So all that means is it's a long season, man. We gotta learn how to know that it's gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. But we should be confident now, man. We should be confident that we at least got a real good team. You know what I mean? We got a team so good, we got people out there believing that Cooper Rush is just as good as that. That's a team thing. But yeah, man, so obviously today, I'm going to be bringing you Boss Star of the game. You know, and we're going to be bringing also Competition Tuesday. We're going to be talking about both. And we're going to freestyle, man. We're going to do it all today, baby. All right? So that means we're going to open up the phone lines. We'll do all that good old stuff. You feel me? Yeah. And then we're going to start preparing for next week, man. You know, and we got the final word tonight, man. So, man, it's just going to be a good old day. So y'all sit back, man. Let me build this plane. I'll be right back. Cowboy Nation, we the Cowboy world, baby. We worldwide. Cowboy Nation is old. I say it, but man, that's old, man. Come on now. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, man. We finna bring you out in sauce. Let's go. What? With the dub, what up, Swain? Marcus, Harold from the Saco Cliff. Swain, life's crazy, let's go, man. Yeah, man. Daisy, I see you. See you, Daisy, let's go. I see you. Star Breezy got me looking good. What's up, W? Today Tuesday, but we'll say Monday, dog. Alright, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Alright. Alright, let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on in. Welcome to BossCowboySports, man. Yeah, man. Everybody should be feeling good, man. We should be at least feeling better. We 2-1. You know, so we get a chance to Ready Red, my boy straight out of Roosevelt. Oak Cliff in the building, man. I'm always gonna see when I see my Oak Cliff brothers, if I see you, I'm gonna say something, bro. I don't act like that. You know how boys, you know how it is, Ready Red, when you know boys get brand new. They act like they don't see, you know what I'm saying? You'll go up in their chat, and they'll be like, they act like they don't see. It's nah. I see you, big dog. But man, man, we definitely got a lot of ball to talk about, bro. Like we really do. I'm gonna open up these phone lines in just a second. But one of the things that obviously I want to talk about is the star players, right? My boy B Bird say, what up, Boss Galveston in the house, man. I got much love for G. If y'all don't know, man, we call it the G. I got much love for the G. Listen, Galveston put out some ballers. Like, Galveston is one of the only places in Texas, I would say that in some East Texas schools, like Tyler. It's only, you know, East Texas schools in Galveston and some spots in Houston, man. They put out some, yeah, the final word is today. They put out some ballers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to B Bird out of Galveston. Yeah, the final word is today. But before I kind of open up the phone lines, I want to talk about my star player. Okay. And so star is something I got from Coach Marv. Uh, you know, and that's the person that I identify. That the first is speed, S, T, toughness, A is for availability, and the R is for relentlessness. You know, and with Coach being a head coach, he brings a lot of head coach value to the community, to Cowboys world. And, you know, that was something I was like, you know what? I think every week I should identify my star. So last week when I first started doing this, my star was Mike McCarthy. All right. And Mike McCarthy was my star because I saw him trying to rein in Kellen Moore. I saw it. It was clear as day to me. And those who've been following this channel, where I know that I try to do a good job of keeping up with the tea leaves.
Yoga fire!
And Coach McCarthy was really, really letting out the clues that he was trying to rein in that pass happy concept that's still prevalent in Mr. Kellen Moore. And he was putting his nuts on the line and doing it. Like, he came out there and he let it be known straight up that he was against the option routes that we was doing. He actually was like, I never ran so many option routes and never saw it until he's been in this system. And he was basically calling out Kellen Moore. He also brought out the fact that he said that he was going to be doing an extra lap around the call sheet. So all the meanwhile, it was rumors being circled around him that he don't know the plays, that he's incompetent. And for when people start saying that stuff, I always ask one question. When you listen to Mike McCarthy, do you hear incompetence? Whenever you ask that question, most people go shut up. Because you don't hear it. You don't hear it in the press conference. You don't hear how he answers questions. More so, Mike McCarthy is dealing with, in my opinion, a very toxic environment in Dallas. So and it's almost, I'm gonna say it like this, it's almost like I win yesterday. We win because of talent, but we left a lot of meat on the bone, if you know what I mean. So let me kind of display that, all right? Just to recall y'all memories a little bit, and then we go talk about my star player. But y'all know I gotta kind of make it a little bit dramatic. Y'all know that, so I gotta, you know, kind of give y'all a little bit background. And it's not drama, man. It's just real, actually, at the end of the day. But check this out. So when you really look closely at that game, this is my Twitter page. Tank had 3 sacks, but should have had 6. Lamb had 1 TD, but should have had 2. Diggs had 1 interception, but should have had 3. And that's a fact. Matter of fact, Diggs dropped one that would have been for a touchdown. It went right through his hands. You know, but he got that interception at the end to close out the game. So when you look at our stars, we left a lot of meat on the bone. And I mean that. We left a lot of meat on that bone. We should have beat them by 40 yesterday, just being all the way honest. But that also goes to what I was saying about Mike McCarthy, just keeping it real. You know, when you're dealing with Mike McCarthy, even though we win, we would win a lot more convincingly if he had more power. So I'm still of the campaign, Free Big Mike. Free Big Mike McCarthy, man. Kellen Moore, I see a lot of praise going on for Kellen Moore. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what y'all looking at. I don't know. Because to be honest, the only reason that Kellen Moore ran the ball the way that he did is because of the pressure of Mike McCarthy. And also, remember last week, Jerry himself said that he wanted to see us run the ball more. So if anybody been really keeping up, the reason why, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, a whole lot of the offense is being ran through them Joneses. It's been ran through them Joneses. Remember, it was Stephen Jones who came out last week and said, we need to get CeeDee Lamb the ball, early. Get his confidence up. Talking like they offensive coordinators. The first play of the game, what did they throw? What did they do?
Yoga Fire.
The first play of the game came all the way to Mr. CeeDee Lamb. First play, cause why? Because the offensive coordinator, Stephen Jones, said we need to feed him the ball early. But see, when you looking at the Cowboys, sometimes you don't know who to give credit to or who to blame unless you're paying real close attention. That's why you got to stay on this channel, man, because we be keeping our ear to the ground. Huh, Keystone? Huh, Keystone?
Yoga Fire.
On this channel, man, we try not to let nothing get by us so that we can really, really talk about what's really going on and where to point the finger when we trying to have real solutions. So, yeah, that was Mike McCarthy last week as my star. But who's the star this week? Well, obviously the thumbnail kind of give it up. It's Tank, right? Because, you know, Tank did show the speed. He was the team captain coming out. He was the one that rallied all the guys without their quarterback. And he literally could have had 5 sacks in just the first half. So you could clearly see the speed. You could also see the toughness, because even though he hurt his foot, he came back, which then left the availability. You know? So, and you also saw the relentlessness. All right, just keeping it real. He's my clear star player of the game. But there could have been others. Like, there easily could have been others. Because when we talking about star players of the game, what if Lamb don't drop that TD? Could have made him the star. What if Diggs do what Diggs usually do and catch all his interceptions? He the star of the game. Or maybe not. It's hard to be somebody that could have had 6 sacks. I mean, it's hard. That's a career. That's almost a season worth of sacks that Tank almost got in one game. So that's my star. But that also leads me to another thing that I want to talk about that's super important. I'm going to probably be the first to say this, then I'm going to take some calls. But, you know, I focus on solutions here. So I'm going to say something before I talk about other potential stars. Because it's also some little stars this game that I want to mention. But just keeping it real, I'm going to probably be the only one. Red, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to get on them Washington. I'm going to hit up them Washington. I'm going to try to see if I can get one of them Washington Commanders to do a show. But, you know, they almost like our little brothers. I would kind of feel bad bullying them. I ain't gonna even lie. But I'm gonna be the only one to say this. But the truth gotta be said. I'm gonna talk about Dorrance Armstrong. I'm gonna talk about him. Because remember, we also doing Competition Tuesday today as well. So I'm gonna talk about him when I talk about Competition Tuesdays. Because I also talk about on Competition Tuesdays, you know, from the games who stood out. But man, I gotta say this because you're not gonna hear nobody else say this, but it gotta be said because somebody gotta keep it real and somebody gotta talk about the risk. And even though I love this man, I'm very convinced, I'm gonna just say it straight up, that this man is doing too much, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm also bringing this up in the final word tonight, which I know will probably lead to a major debate, but I don't care. But hey, the truth got to be said. Listen, somebody got to say it, man. Dan Quinn is doing a little bit too much. I'm gonna stand on that. He doing too much. You know, because see, Dan Quinn, you got you a nice hand, man. You got you literally somebody that's been compared to LT and people dead serious, right? With Michael Parsons. On the other end, you have DeMarcus Lawrence, all right? You have both of those guys, and I was telling Amp this on the phone and Coach Marv. I said, I'm not really liking the fact that they keep moving Tank to the 3 tech, especially on passing downs. And then they was doing it, if you watch closely, especially in the first 2 games, they was doing that at the expense of giving Armstrong and sometimes Sam Williams and Fowler the reps at the edge. I totally disagree with that strategy. It's pretty clear that your best pass rushers, and I don't care what nobody say, the person that has the best pass rush moves still is Tank. The better pass rusher, period, athletically is Parsons. But the person who got the best pass rush moves, hands down, and it's not even close at this point until Micah develops some more. Because Micah is going to develop better pass rush moves. But right now, that crown still belongs to D-Law. And somebody got to say it, and somebody got to put it out there that some of them packages by Dan Quinn, yeah, cause see, I know he a favorite, I know everybody love him, but see, you can start loving people so much that you refuse to see the folly in some of the stuff that they doing. We talking about Neville Gallimore. They literally put Neville Gallimore at the 9. You got Neville Gallimore coming off the edge? Like, say, bro. Now, like, I get that you trying to be genius and stuff.
Finish him,
Bruh.
But some things is just kind of fundamental to the game, my brother. And I'm talking about Dan Quinn, my favorite, a guy that I love. But bro, listen, Tank almost has 6 sacks, mostly coming off the edge. Is that a coincidence? No. Why? Why was Tank able to have almost 6 sacks in one game? Talk to me, y'all. Come on, talk to me. Because guess what? You can't double Micah and Tank. So yes, Dan Quinn is being too cute, and somebody gotta say it, and it's gonna be me. Philly Notion, what's up, dog? My boy Philly Notion in the beat. Let me see what you talking about, because he talking about no shade. He always throwing shade. Let me see. He say no shade today. Congrats on y'all W. I say, I knew you was gonna throw some shade. He say still unimpressive, but congrats to the dub. Man, shut up, bro. And listen, I ain't impressed with you either. I ain't impressed with Philly. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm not even trolling you. I'm not impressed with y'all. I'm not. Cause see, y'all are the Cinderellas of the league. And I hate Philly for that. Y'all are treated like y'all got 5 rings or something. You got 1 funky trophy. I'm talking to you, Philly. And we about to do a show, big dog. I want to do a show with you ASAP. I swear to God, I'm sick of y'all. I can't stand y'all Cinderellas. I mean, everybody knew that y'all had a weak schedule, and y'all got the nerve to stick your funky chest out. And I saw this trash before. I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but my boy Philly Notion got me going. And y'all got the nerve to stick y'all funky chest out. And I saw y'all do this before. I remember when Wentz first hit the league, and he was 3-0, and everybody was on his. I don't want to say it. I want to keep my money today. But everybody was smelling him. They would say, he got the mind of Peyton Manning and he got the arm of Brent Favre. That's what they was saying.
Yoga fire.
And then he just quickly, once them real boys showed up. So yeah, I can't stand Philly. So yeah, I'm really not impressed with y'all. Like, it's a lot of people like, Philly, they look like they one of the best teams. No, they not. Just like the Giants. And when we was doing a film study on the Giants last week, we all said when we was watching the film, this is a week 2-0 team. The same thing with Philly. Y'all are week 3-0, very weak. I can't stand you. I hate you. I wish. Let me get off of Philly and get back to my content. But hey, what's up, Philly Notion? How you doing, big dog? Can't stand y'all. I really can't stand y'all. I really hate y'all. My boy Philly Notion be going on, bro. That's why we need to do a show, because he be My boy be talking that. He be talking that cash. My boy say, "Boss a real one, delusional as hell, but a real one." That's my dog, Philly. You alright with me though. You alright with me. But back to my content, man. Don't interrupt me no more, Philly. Alright. Back to my content, man. We talking about us right now. But I was getting on Dan Quinn because I promise you ain't nobody saying this, bro. Ain't nobody saying this, bro. But let's just use our common sense right now, bro. Especially after a game what Tank had. I'm cool with him playing 3-tech. I'm cool with that on rundowns. I'm cool with that. But, man, after what he did yesterday, man, stop it. Stop it. I don't want to see it on passing downs like we saw the first 2 games. You got somebody that's commanding doubles now that's leaving Tank one-on-one. So if you want to really get out the team, stop being cute, Dan Quinn, and somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it.
Yoga fire.
I'm going to say it. Because I'm focused on solutions, big dog. I ain't trying to kiss no booty up in here, and I never will. I don't care who you are. As much as I like Dan Quinn, I got to give you the truth today. And some of them packages was crazy. I'm just being honest, man. Some of them packages, I was like, oh, man, come on. All right, but also talking about my star, then I'm going to take some calls. All right. Some other people that should be in the mentions of star player should be in the mentions, that quietly should be in the mentions. This boy Quentin Bohanna, what in the say? Man, what in the world? Man, if y'all ain't noticed the difference when Quentin Bohanna was in there versus Tristan Hill, that's another rotation. Listen, Quinn, I know you like your rotations and you get cute with it, but man, it was obvious that when Quentin was in there, it was no action in that middle. No action. You talking about not giving an inch at the point of attack. That's a low-key star. See, that's the type of star that ain't gonna get no credit because it's hard to see him. Why do you think our linebackers playing better? Why you think our linebackers playing better? Anybody notice that whenever they took him out the game, that middle opened up like the Red Sea? So even though I'm talking about my star, which is Tank, man, I almost changed my mind as I was preparing this show, man. I was like, I might want to give it to Bohanna because, see, what he does is not sexy. Yeah, Keystone. Yeah, we was talking about it during the game. Bro. It was obvious whenever Tristan Hill got in there in replace of Quentin Bohanna, it was bruh. Finish him. It was totally different. So yeah, that was my low-key start too, bro. That was my low-key start. So let me take a pause real quick. And let's take some calls. And then I'll talk about other potential stars. And then we go jump into Competition Tuesday. We go talk about some competition stuff. But man, y'all keep y'all own Quinn on being cute. I'm being honest, man. I don't like it. I'm just being all the way honest. I don't like it, ain't nobody gonna say it because I think Quinn done got a reputation to where you don't question Quinn. He's just genius. Nah, not everything was genius, in my opinion. Sometimes you can get too cute. So we got the call lines open. And True Vibes, thank you. See, True Vibes, thank you so much. She always sharing everybody content. She the best at that, hands down. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, so I was gonna say you the only one that been talking about Jerry Jones talking about taken out of context with that quarterback competition when he said that on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to say I agree with you.
Yeah,
For one thing, he was taken out of context on that. He basically said it would be a good problem. That means that we're winning.
yeah,
But they wanted to grab everybody wanted to grab the headline and run with it to make a story out of it, right?
yes,
But one of the things I was going to tell you is because you know I'm a fan of Dak, but I'm not sold on him, right?
yeah,
And so because I think he's a little bit too cautious. One of the things I think we may get out of this is the fact that the Cooper Rush continues to play pretty good, but he's not playing outstanding. We're winning, and he's getting more hype than what he's supposed to. But what's that going to cost? It might make Dak press a little bit. And the word press sounds bad, but when you conservative in your decision making, then a little pressing might make you take a little bit more chances, which I think we all agree that he probably needs to do. So I just wanted to kind of call you and just talk to you a little bit about that, man, because I got a something happening. Because I think Jerry was taken out of context. But I think at the end of the day, it makes me want some good, man, because I just think I need to see a little bit more risk taker Dak Prescott being the conservative and only throwing when it's open and that kind of stuff. Dak Prescott. What do you think about that?
yeah. I actually think boring Dak is the best Dak. To be honest, that's my honest to God opinion. I think boring Dak is the best Dak. Because what we seeing, in my opinion, B Bird, is just quality game management out of Cooper Rush. And I would want Dak to be the same. I would want them to do the exact same thing, where they leaning on the running game, and then Dak throws when he have to. Similar to Aikman, right? Just like we used to do with Emmett. Emmett was the true captain of that team, but Aikman made the throws when he had to. But they had to respect Emmett so much that it left one-on-ones to the outside, and Aikman just abused it when he was called upon. So I think Dallas Cowboy traditional winning football is when all the quarterbacks are boring. That's just my opinion. I don't want Dak as a gunslinger. I want Dak to just manage games. And to me, it's nothing wrong with being a game manager. Game managers win, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I would say that you're definitely right, because the formula that we've been using has been working. I just think sometimes that even in this formula, I think that Dak is a little bit hesitant to pull the trigger on some passes. I saw that in all 22 breakdowns y'all showed in that first game. But let me just say one thing. You're right. We've always been a run team first. Make people commit more resources to the run. Now we got one-on-ones outside. That's our formula. And one of the things too, and this is very, very low key. We talk about the amount of penalties that we have, but the amount of penalties gets us off schedule. We're not that kind of team, man. We don't need to be off schedule on our penalties. First to 15, first to 20, and stuff like that, because now we become predictable. So I just think that, man, I think the penalties, we got to get a hold of those things, man.
Yeah.
Because the first to 15, I mean, everybody knows what you're going to do pretty much at that point.
Right.
Third and 18, you know what you're going to do at that point. And one other thing, man, I'm going to let you go after this. I really love our quarterbacks behind the center and with the option behind them. I don't like all of those 5 wides and no back and all that kind of stuff. I like the threat on the run. Just to make the linebackers come up a little bit on the pass, or whatever, and I just think we operate really well with our quarterbacks under the center, instead of shotgun. So can you talk about that a little bit, man, if you can, and I'll listen offline, man. I appreciate you.
All right, cool. Thank you, B Bird.
Yeah.
That was B Bird, man. B Bird always bring that fire. He's a gift to the world, Cowboy Nation, man. Yeah, I think all this comes down to, hey, Boss Cowboy Sports, let me answer this question before you get going, okay? Who is this?
All right.
Let me answer this question before we get going. But I think, to B Bird point, shotgun versus under center, like a lot of people was praising Kellen Moore, man, the dude don't deserve no praise, man. Like, it's a lack of common sense still. It's a lot of lack of common sense. Like you say, you're taking away the threat of the run when you're going empty on third down. And then it's third and short. and Pollard averaging 9 yards a carry and Zeke almost 4.9, and you want to pass to kill the clock with 6 minutes? Man, listen, y'all. Listen, no. Dak should be on the center a lot, and Kellen Moore. Cooper Rush. Both of those guys should be on the center, and we should be leading with the running game. But welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Who is this?
This is Mike Autry.
What's up, Mike? What you got?
I'm more of kind of like a chess player. I kind of think out of the box a little bit.
All right, what you got?
And okay, on this Kellen Moore and all that about trying to do these plays on Cooper Rush, because they look a whole lot better than the plays that he's been doing up with Dak.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, is he going to do the same thing with Dak when he's doing with Cooper Rush, or he's going to go back to the same plays that we hate?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
I like
and that's what is pissing me off, because, man,
yeah.
if he's giving Cooper Rush these plays, it's making him look good. How are we going to be, just stay that way? I'm just afraid that he's going to, keep making Cooper Rush look good and then devalue Dak.
Yoga fire! Yoga fire!
Keep going. Do you have anything left before I go? Wait. Yeah. I'm loving this call.
It is my first time calling, but I've been rolling with y'all for a little over a year now. But I've been trying to get in touch with you because, man, I work third shift. I usually roll back on you on the back end. I stay. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. I've been rolling with the Cowboys for a little over 30 years now. So, I appreciate everything y'all do. With the group, with the
final word,
Law and OC and all them, and I roll with y'all. I've been rolling with y'all for a while now, but I appreciate everything y'all do, and it's got me a little closer being a fan when y'all break down film and everything else than just trying to be a homer.
Oh man.
And I do appreciate that, because I got knocked out being a football. When I was younger, when I was in high school, I didn't get to go that far in football, so it just kind of helped me break it down a little bit better than what I did.
Yeah. No, man.
But appreciate that.
I appreciate your call, man. Let me address what you said, because you brought up some heavy points. So let me address that. And Jay, that was a good call too, man. Jay Mitch, I'm going to address what you're talking about, because what you're talking about is real. What you said is super real right now. We're going to talk about that. But I want to take what he said first. And what he said is, can we trust that we go keep the same offense that they actually running with Cooper Rush with Dak, right? That's the key question. Is Kellen Moore go say, okay, I got my quarterback, Dak, so let me go back to what I like doing, throwing it around? Or do we just put the game on Pollard and Zeke, right? Which is what they doing with Cooper Rush. The key difference is they ramped up the amount of snaps or touches that you getting with both Zeke as well as Pollard. That's a fact. That takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback when your running backs is getting an appropriate amount of touches. It makes it so much easier on your quarterback. So that's a real good question. Is what Kellen Moore are we gonna see when Dak return? But more importantly, it's time to stop even putting this just on Kellen Moore. It's time to stop putting this on just Kellen Moore. It's time for Dak to take some responsibility in this now. It is. He's a older quarterback. So at this point, you got to take ownership of that offense better. To Jay Mitch's point, just keeping it real. He said, "Can it be these are the same plays, but Dak is leaning on the audible too much?"
Yoga flame.
Fair question, very fair question, because me and Okoye talked about this when I was giving respect to what he was doing, and I was able to get him on, and we just talked about this. And he was being funny, but it was some truth to it. He was like, "Man, your boy Zeke was averaging 4.9, and he your homeboy versus Tampa, and you don't kill a play and keep giving him the rock? That's your homie."
Yoga fire.
That's what
Yoga
Okoye said.
flame.
But to a degree, that's true. Is as the quarterback, especially with a leader like Kellen Moore, you gotta sometimes know. And that's why Okoye said, it's year 7, man. If he don't know to audible out of dumb plays by now, we gotta question his IQ, or is he too loyal?
Yoga fire. Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
I couldn't fight Okoye on that. I was like, clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up on that point. Because I'm going to be honest, how can you be Kellen Moore or Dak and don't see that it's better for us to run the ball? Huh? Yeah. And I do get, you know what I'm saying, that it's Kellen Moore's system. But we all been peeping game that Mike McCarthy is trying to enforce more matchups. That's what we seeing. So, to be honest, I think Mike McCarthy got to get with Dak to override Kellen Moore on a 3rd and 1. No, you do not pass the ball on 3rd and 1 when Pollard is averaging 9 yards and Zeke 4.9.
Bruh.
Dak got to know that too. Not just Kellen Moore. Dak got to know that. So when that play come in, he got to check out of that. And also, Cooper Rush should have checked out of that. Just to be honest. He should have checked right out. Because you got to know, as the quarterback, that my running game is working. And it's not just working, it's working real good. Yeah. So I'm not even just putting it on Dak. I'm also going to put that type of decision on Cooper Rush, because he's still going to be starting the next couple of games. And when I see this dude, and I'm going to tell you something, I'm being all the way honest, man. I do not like Kellen Moore. I don't even like him. I don't. I'm almost to the point saying I can't stand him. Because I see through him. I don't care what nobody say. Listen, I can clearly see what they doing. Most people ain't gonna talk about this, but this is what they trying to do. I said this yesterday. Zeke this year is the Amari Cooper, where they intentionally trying to phase out his touches because they thinking about the offseason. That's what's going on. I don't care what nobody say. You know, it's a whole lot of Pollard fans out there, which I'm cool with, because Pollard is very good. Very good. But to me, I can't stand nobody who's doing the bidding of Jerry and Steven. I hate it with all my heart, and that's why I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Some of y'all like, I like Kelly. Kelly called a good game. Man, man, shut up, man. I ain't trying to hear that old bull. Get out of here, man. No. Listen, the only reason that game was even anyway good, it was because he been getting his butt spanked. If you've been paying attention, the media been on his butt. Finally. And Mike McCarthy said, I'm gonna have to do another lap with him on that call sheet. So why do you think in the script we came out the last 2 games, the first 15 plays running the ball? And y'all go give Kellen Moore credit? Man, get out of here, man. Pay attention. Stop being a bopper. Pay attention. And then Stephen Jones said last week, we got to give CeeDee Lamb the ball early. And the first play, what Trojan horse do? The first play, here you go, CeeDee Lamb, because Boss said so. Boss said feed you, sir. Sir, I'm going to feed you, sir, because Boss said so. That's a sucker. I can't stand Kellen Moore. I can't stand him. Man, get out of here, bro. Kellen Moore, nah, man. Yeah, that's me. That's just me. And I see what they doing. And then, like the OC brought this out yesterday. What kind of common sense is to close out the game with Pollard? Come on, man. We know who the Marion Barber of our team is. We know that the Marion... Oh, I don't care what you say about the differences of them in terms of explosiveness. I don't care what you say. We all know the most physical back should be your closeout back. But they doing the opposite of common sense. Man, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing about no Kelly Moore. Y'all can kiss me all over with that BS. I ain't hearing nothing about Kelly Moore. And the more we talk south about Kelly Moore, the Trojan horse, the more he gonna be empowered to do dumb stuff. Dumb stuff. We should have easily closed out that game on 3rd and 1. Man. All right. I'm gonna take another call and then I'm gonna get into Competition Tuesday real quick. But nah, man, I mean everything I'm saying. I could listen, man. It's just like I said, just like we left a lot of meat on that bone, where Tank should have had 6 sacks and CeeDee Lamb should have had 2 TDs and Diggs should have had 3 interceptions. That's exactly like I see the Dallas Cowboys. We won the game, but we leaving a lot of meat on the bone. And yeah, it feel good to win, but say, man, we not ready for big games, y'all. Just keeping it real. We not ready for no big games. We did what we always do. We beat up on the Giants, a team we was clearly better than. I'm talking about clearly better than. If anybody watched the live when we was doing the show, bro, I had no panic at the end. When they was like, go for it on 4th down, I was like, yep. I wasn't even tripping. Go for it. Why? Ain't got no respect for no Giants. They whole team was Saquon. And then people was literally scared. Like, oh my God, they getting ready to drive the last play of the game. No, they not. Boss Cowboy Sports. Oh my God, they getting ready to drive the last play of the game. No, they not. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's up, boss? This is David Steele.
David, turn me down in the back.
Yeah.
What's up, David?
All right. So we kind of hitting on some good points around here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to kind of say, like, we see what we're kind of doing with, like, Zeke. It is true what we're saying that they're doing with Amari Cooper. It's obvious. We saw it yesterday. There was no reason to close it off with Tony Pollard.
Nope.
Like, we know what he was doing during the game.
Yep.
And what started the game was Zeke busting through the middle, you get me?
Yep.
Opening those yards and the defense feeling that pressure that he was hit when he was hitting those spots.
Yep.
And then another thing, we obviously see that Kellen Moore and Cooper Rush are in a different kind of like playbook. And that's coming from Mike McCarthy, you know, having his little spots in that offense, you know?
Yep.
And we can see it. We can see it because, you know, as Kellen Moore, we see so many games that Kellen Moore, when he starts with the pass. And we haven't been doing that.
Right.
We've been, like, running the ball, controlling the game. and we see that sometimes we don't see that with Dak. So
Right.
I feel like Dak might be leaning towards more with Kellen Moore, like his friend,
Yep.
because we're not seeing what the Dak from the 2016, the 2017, where Dak was not listening to anybody, and it was just him and Zeke, just let's control this game, let's do it. Now with everything that's been during the off season and all this, there's a lot of politics. You get me?
Yep.
And the politics is that Kellen Moore is so much like higher than Mike McCarthy. It's obvious. But what I'm trying to say is like what we got to do with Dak is let's have him be who he's been. You get me? Because this new how Cooper Rush is looking, that's how Dak has to be looking.
Yep.
Most of the games. And I don't know, it's just too obvious that Dak is probably like too close with Kellen.
Yep.
And if he would separate himself, it would be different.
Yeah.
Like how
Ooh.
Cooper, and I feel like Dak saw that yesterday. I feel like Dak saw that yesterday. He's like, you know what? I got to take the offense under my hands.
I hope so.
You know,
bro. I hope
because
so.
because Dak was seeing the game yesterday, and it's obvious. The fans are leaning towards Cooper Rush right now because we are winning. You get me? And the fans go when you're winning.
Yeah.
So and right now everybody's leaning towards Cooper Rush. So Dak is gonna probably eventually gonna have to take that step and be like, you know what, I'm done listening to this Kellen Moore. And I feel like that's gonna be when he comes back. I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I hope so.
Because Dak right now is opening his eyes and he's seeing, like Kellen Moore can do a little. Like he has some good plays, but it has to be on Dak to take the next step, and take that step on the offense, like everybody does. Like when Tony Romo was here, we've been talking about this so long that we don't understand why Dak is not taking the offense. But now that yesterday he sat out and he's watched this game and he's seeing that Cooper Rush is doing it twice, and out of nowhere, just like come in, take control of the game and you do it. Cooper does it, and Dak has been seeing that Dak is like, I have to take it under my hands. I have to take this offense.
I hope so, bro. Let me talk about that, man, because this is a fire call, man. You raised some good points.
I just feel like Dak needs to just take the offense on his hands. Like
I agree.
He has to take it.
He
has to.
I agree.
But I'll let you keep going, and I just wanted to say my part because everybody's saying that Dak is not this, Dak is not that. He is that. It's just he listens too much to Kellen Moore. And they're buddies. I feel like they're buddies now. Because and during the off season we were seeing that. Like he was telling Zeke, no, you do this, or he was telling Cooper, you run this route, blah blah blah. That can't happen no more. That can't happen. You need to see what's going on during the game, and you have to do the adjustment.
Yep.
You have to do it.
Yep. You gotta do it at this point. Yep. Hey man, let me address what you talked about, man. Fire call,
no
man.
problem.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you, boss.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it.
What's your name?
David Castillo.
Man, good call, David. Good call.
Thank you so much. All right.
See, people like David is why I love our fans. It just show you, man. We got the smart. I'm never lying when I say that too. I ain't kissing up to y'all. We got the smartest fans in the world. I swear to God. I could co-host with most of y'all. I really could. I could do a whole show with most of y'all. And I ladies too. I ladies the same way. I ladies no ball just as good as most fans. That's a fact. Common sense lamb. Consistent loud. Yep. As soon as Dak changes plays or go against play calls, he would be sullied the most. Yeah. Kellen Moore would throw him under the bus. You remember what happened Tampa last year? Remember? Tampa last year? Oh, Kellen Moore ain't falling on no sword for his quarterback. No. See, Dak will fall on the sword for him. See, Dak will stand up there and say, it was on me. I got to play better. I got to do what I got to do. See, Dak will fall on the sword for him. But see, Dak, you got to peep game better, man. You got to know when you're dealing with a Trojan horse snake. You got to peep game better, man. You don't never be loyal to no snake. See, some people, man, they'll get around me and then they don't. I act like I'll see that you're a snake, but I know you're a major snake. And I ain't finna ally with you. Ain't finna be no alliance with you. You a snake. So yeah, Dak, he falling on the sword for the offense and for Kellen Moore. It was on me. It was on me. What happened Tampa last year? I gave Dak. We called he gave the exact number. We gave him about 15 running plays that he checked out of. Oh yeah, so yeah, once he tried to take ownership against your offense, you made sure that the world knew, didn't you, Kellen? Didn't you? That's why Dak got to take over anyway. Just keeping it real, you got to take over. Man, you got to know you're dealing with snakes. If you want this championship, know he go throw you under the bus if it don't work, and accept that. Just accept it, Dak. Just like Romo used to accept it. Romo used to check out them plays and would accept it. He would accept the consequences of it. And sometimes Romo lost us some games, y'all. Checking out of plays. Y'all remember when we was playing Green Bay in Dallas? Versus Matt Flynn, 3rd and 1. All we needed to do was get a first down and win the game. And then Romo thought he saw something, checked out of that run and threw an interception to our current coach. Y'all remember that? He lived with it though. It was dumb. It was dumb. Same thing, 3rd and 1. You should have gave it to Murr. What did he do? Check, pass, interception. Came back, won. The biggest comebacks on franchise history was on Romo in the 4th quarter and in the half. But Romo owned it. He sure did. So now I'm gonna get into but now, like, he right. Dak gotta own it. He does. He gotta own it now. And we gotta keep it real, man. You gotta ask yourself this question. Is Dak too friendly, man? And my gut would say,
Yoga fire.
yep. And I think it's how Dak is. I think, I'm just being honest, man. I think Dak is loyal to a fault. It's a such thing as being loyal to a fault. To where you too loyal. You being straight up with people that would snake you. You doing good fake business with snakes and people that will burn you. Yeah. No, Dak. Nah, you got to take control of your destiny on this one, my brother. Just my opinion. You got to take control of your own destiny. Especially when you look at the political environment. When you look at this guy is truly running the offense. Not Mike McCarthy. It's him. The only thing Mike McCarthy can do is influence. That's the only thing he can do. But before we take some more calls, I'm going to get into Competition Tuesday. Because Competition Tuesday is something that's very important to this channel. After every game, this is what the OC and I started doing last year. And I got this from the OC. The OC brought Competition Tuesday because he got this from Seattle. And there was always a day, they used to call it Competition Wednesday. There was always a day to where basically the clock reset to 0 and you had to reestablish your dominance as the starter. And they called it Competition Wednesday. We call it Competition Tuesday. And what we do is we look at the game and we ask the questions. We ask the straight up questions. From this game, is there some competition that has developed from this game? That's also where we, the OC and I, started to notice steal last year, because we was doing a series on Competition Tuesdays and we was identifying where guys was competing. I was seeing steal And then I was looking at Lyle, and then I started looking at the film for Competition Tuesdays, and that's what brought me to the real knowledge that still was better, because I was locked in on Competition Tuesdays. So we got to take Competition Tuesdays serious, because Competition Tuesdays are opportunities to improve the team. See, Coach Marv always talk about not resting on your laurels. That's important. I'm happy about 2-1, but we can't get to 2-1 to where we take our eye off the ball. We can't. We got to keep our eye on ways to improve, and we got to be greedy about it. Very greedy. If there's a way to improve any part of this team, we should be open for it. So that's why we do Competition Tuesday. So the first people that I want to bring up in Competition Tuesdays, this gonna be obvious. This gonna be obvious. Jason Peters versus Forniak. So put in the chat. Yep, Ready Red, I agree. And see, this is the thing. Now people finally starting to give S.T.A.R his credit. But this is the sad part. S.T.A.R was doing this last year. He was doing this last year. I ain't gonna get off tangent. I'm gonna stay on task. But I get frustrated a little bit. I do. Because as a nation, we missed the opportunity to be better last year. Because a lot of people was trying to be right versus looking at the film. And I sent the film to people who questioned it. And I did it on Twitter. When people would be like, Lyle is just way better, I would send them the breakdown and say, hey man, I want to get your opinion on this. No response, because they want to be right. It wasn't about improving this team. With a lot of media people, with content people, with a lot of people, it wasn't about improving this team. It wasn't. It was just about, I want to be right in the public. I want to appear right. And see, when you come across people like that, you got to ask yourself, do they really care about the Cowboys like they say they do? Because if you do, you don't mind being wrong. You cool with being wrong. And sometimes you rather eat crow. Because if you eat crow, that means this team is better. So real, true fans of this team will eat crow gladly and publicly. And don't even trip. Because that means when you wrong, that means this team is better than what you expected. Or there's a guy that you bet on that got beat out, and that person is better than the guy that you thought was the best, which still makes this team better. But let's go back to Competition Tuesdays. Put in the chat, what should we do? What should we do? Jason Peters left guard, Jason Peters tackle. But if we talking about best five, which we was talking about last year, we was on best five last year, and we talking about Competition Tuesdays, bro. And this is another thing that get on my nerves, and we got to keep our eye on with Kellen Moore. Keep your eye on this. Keep your eye on this, and I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Keep your eye on this. Keep a good eye on this. But what kind of common sense is it for the first play you put Peters in, probably get 4 to 6 yards, and then you don't go back to it? See, that's why I don't like that Trojan horse. I ain't got no trust for Kellen Moore. I'm talking about zero trust. I don't trust him. I don't trust Kellen Moore for nothing. Because guess what? If Stephen Jones is like, play the young guys, play the young guys, guess what that Trojan horse go do?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
So y'all better be careful endorsing Kellen Moore and co-signing Kellen Moore. You co-signing the Trojan horse. You better make sure you loyal. You better make sure you loyal to the Cowboys, because it don't make no sense. Come on now, you saw it with your eyes. This man coming in a 6'4", 340. The best athlete, hands down. This man played tight end before. That boy got some sweet feet. And he's so athletic, he almost overran that block. That sprung Pollard. How many guards can overrun the block? So yeah, all that. Oh man, that Kellen Moore called him a good game, man. I don't want to hear that. So on Competition Tuesday, going forward, I don't want to see Forniak. I'm sorry, I don't care what y'all say. Because guess what? Forniak on Competition Tuesday is just like Matt Lewisko and Josh Ball was to Avion Collins. And y'all better peep game. I already did too many shows on. Man, my boy Keystone up in. Keystone, you up in here, dog?
I'm here, fam. What's up?
My boy Keystone done stuck in the building, dog. What's up, man?
I'm good, fam. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing this Competition Tuesday. But let's not forget, man, Forniak is a rookie. I mean, come on. But even though he might have had his holding call, whatever, but on certain aspects, he kind of tightened up later on in the game. I got to give that to him. He tightened up. Yeah, but we all know Peters is going to do that. Of course, he's supposed to beat him there. He's a Hall of Famer.
Right. So let me ask you a question since you jumped in on the show. And I like this. This is a good surprise. And I like how you keeping it real, too. You giving me your honest assessment. And yeah, Forniak played pretty good. I'm not beating him up. The question is on Competition Tuesday, who you trust and who better?
I'm trusting Peters right now, man.
Yeah.
Trusting Peters.
Yes.
I mean, you can't pass on that. That'd be a waste. That'd be a waste of a veteran signing. You all know what he's capable of. I mean, come on. He went out there and made that big hole like that for Tony to go out there and run the way he did.
He sure did.
He went berserk. I said, it's about time. And you know, Keystone always been talking about left guard since 2017, man.
Facts, dog. I like how you just jumped in the show, bro. I like that. That much. Clap it up for Keystone, bro. Clap it up. Clap it up for Keystone, bro. I looked up, I say, hold on, who is that? That was Keystone. Alright. So yeah, let's go through Competition Tuesdays together, man. So put in the chat, y'all. Y'all let me know who should you be the starter right now at left guard. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's just put it out there, man. Who should be the starter on Competition Tuesday? Because we on best 5 again. We was on best 5 last year. We on best 5 again. We was on best 5 when we were trying to move Lael to left guard last year. A lot of people didn't want to do that. But now, this year, hopefully they cool with it because it just makes sense. So I want to see from the chat. What y'all think we should do. Now, I'm going to also throw this at you too, Keystone. Obviously, most people now want to keep Tyler Smith at left tackle.
Hey, if we can keep him as a swing, why not? And plus, that'd be more experience for Tyler to learn on as he's learning behind Peters. This is a good thing for Tyler Smith.
Hold on. Be careful when you say swing, bro. I know you don't mean swing like playing both sides. I know what you mean by that. But you know when you say swing, people go jump on it. You know what I mean? I know what you mean, though. But go ahead.
True, yeah. Because we all know Tyler is injury prone. We all know Tyler is injury prone right now. I get it. Yes, you want to put him out there. Yes, we paid him the money. Yes, he's the future Hall of Famer. I get all of that. But right now, the best ability right now was availability. And Tyron hasn't showed that since 2017. I mean, I get it. I do. But we've been holding on to him way too long. Look how we did with Romo. I think he still would have been our quarterback if that when it came in and did what he did in 2016. I mean, let's be realistic here.
Yeah, keep it a bean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it a bean.
You know I am.
Yeah, I know. I do know that. All right, I didn't see y'all vote on that though, man. I didn't see y'all vote on that. On Peters at left guard. I see y'all very quiet in the chat. I really want to get y'all response on that, man. Like, I want to see what do y'all think, because that gives me an indication of what the people's eyes are. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all see Jason Peters playing that left guard over Forniak, or do y'all want to go with the young guy? That's what I want to know. All right, so let's talk about the next one. Competition Tuesday. This would Bohanna or Gallimore? Ooh, I with her. Yes, I did. I with her. Bohanna or Gallimore, based on the first 3 weeks.
The way he
Competition
went out
Tuesday.
The way he went out there playing, it looked like it wasn't nothing wrong with his neck. It looked like he was fine to me.
So what you said? Are you saying Bohanna?
I'm going with Bohanna right now.
Yeah.
As much as we talked about him last year.
Ain't that crazy?
Very crazy.
Dog. That is crazy. I see. Okay, I'm seeing votes. I see a lot of Peters at left guard. I see a unanimous Bohanna. See, when you see unanimous, generally, your eyes not wrong. Generally. Sometimes your eyes can be wrong because the crowd can be wrong. I've seen that happen too. But on this one, it was clear. Bohanna was the key to that middle. I got another one for you. Y'all as we go through Competition Tuesdays. Man, ooh, hey, the chat is riding for Bohanna. Ooh, wait.
I'm rocking with Bohanna.
I'm rocking with Bohanna too, bro. It's clear to me. Here's another one. Fowler versus Armstrong. Ooh, wee. And this is what I don't like. Fowler didn't get them reps. He didn't get them reps this week. He got treated like a bastard. You know what I'm saying? But Fowler or Armstrong?
I'm going with Fowler, man. Because I
Me
like
too.
with Fowler. I'm going with Fowler. No offense to Dorrance. Yes.
Because Dorn's balling.
Yes, he is. Can't take that from him. Yes, he's doing his thing. I get it. He's finally coming out of his shell. We've been talking about him for the last year or two also, knowing he was supposed to be D-Law's backup. But the way Fowler coming in, like I said last week, coming out there looking like he born with the Rams again, man. Coming with that good old picture, the way he coming, the way he get to that. And he did it a few times last night. He was there, but he didn't get there. But I'm just loving the pressure that's coming from both of them.
Yeah, this a hard one. This one is not easy. That's why I say my boy Big Santana said Armstrong. I mean, Armstrong blocked the punt. You could also see Armstrong motor is way better. His motor, yeah. If anybody say Armstrong, I ain't mad at you. I'm not trying to twist your arm to vote with us. I want you to vote what you see, like Big Santana. Tell me what you really see. I am Fowler. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Fowler showed more flash. I don't think he's been treated right, but to me, he showed more flash from preseason all the way up to now. And I think most of Armstrong's sacks have been cleanup sacks. To me, just keeping it real. It wasn't athletic killer sacks. And then we got two more. We got Armstrong D-Block, Gary Bryant, they rocking with Armstrong. So this one is not as cut and dry as Bohanna. And I figured that. This one is kind of, I see 50-50 Fowler and Armstrong. That's good, though.
Yeah.
That's good, though.
That is good, especially when they're rotational players.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. But see, this is what I don't like about this, bro. Just keeping it real. Can I keep it real? Who brought in Fowler?
Dan Quinn.
How does Dan Quinn not get his way with the guy that he brought in? Boys better peep game. You feel me? How is this a guy that you personally lobby for and he not getting first tick? That don't make no sense, bro. Stephen Jones boy is getting first tick. Say that again.
My question is, how did he convince the Joneses to make that move?
He didn't. I think the Joneses convinced him.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say everybody, like a lot of people have a dream that there's going to be a Sean Payton savior. Like Dan Quinn is going to be the person that finally flips the table over. Like, I'm not taking this, Jerry. This is my team. And if you don't like it, so what? That guy don't exist. That guy does not exist. What you say? Not in Jerry world.
Not in Jerry World.
That guy, no, he fired Jimmy Johnson after winning 2 back-to-back Super Bowls.
Facts.
But people think that a coach is supposed to turn over the table. Hey man, you not gonna just run me over. All right. Now, them Joneses send a message to everybody that we run y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody say Armstrong benefits from D-Law. Yeah. Cleanup sacks. Just keeping it real, man. That's cleanup sacks, man. Cleanup sacks. Just keeping it real, man. Oh, I like this D.A. Lee. I like this D.A. Lee. He talking about Quinn. I like that. I ain't mad at that D.A. Lee. He talking about as an upgrade to Mike McCarthy, that the player development would be better. I don't know if the player development is actually bad under Mike McCarthy though, because that player development is actually pretty quality under Mike McCarthy. But then I guess it's a matter of who you gonna give credit to. Huh?
It was quality in Green Bay.
Yeah. So that's a tough one though. That was a tough one. Let's go to another one. Zeke versus Pollard, competition Tuesday. Ooh, wait.
Zeke. It's a different type of breed.
Yeah.
That's a grown man out there.
Yeah.
Not going to take anything from Pollard. Yes, he has the speed. Yes, he has the flash. Yes, he has the burst. And yes, he can get through the holes. I get all of that.
Yeah.
But Pollard's not a 3-down back still. Zeke is.
Yeah.
Going in with a 7th year, he's still a 3-down back. Defense is still fear number 21 on that football field. Don't ever get it twisted.
Don't never get it twisted. Who was that safety yesterday, bro, that Zeke truck and he just stayed? He just stayed on the ground. Number 37 for the Giants. Zeke trucked that dude, and that dude just stayed there like, ooh.
Was it Xavier McKinney?
I think it was McKinney, bro. Zeke.
It was McKinney.
Man, and see, that's the thing that people don't factor in. The physicality. They never factor in. They always talking about average. It's like, bro, I played defense, and I remember I got cut, and I fell on my shoulder and separated my shoulder. I was not the same. I was not the same for the rest of the game. I was not the same from one impact. One. And you telling me that safety that got trucked, he literally just stayed there, Keystone. He stayed there. Just, I'm not getting up. And then look what Zeke did in the end zone when he scored. Man. So like, I'm cool. Listen. And that's why I don't like that Trojan horse. That Trojan horse make me sick. Ain't no way Pollard should have been closing out the game. As much as I respect Pollard. So, yeah, man. Y'all looking at Amari Cooper Part 2. Sorry to tell you. All right. So, let's get to a couple of more on Competition Tuesday. Now, this one gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what y'all say on this. Noah Brown versus C.D. Lamb.
The way you look at it, Noah Brown right now is outplaying CD. You can hate it or love it all you want to. Right now, he's outplaying CD.
Whoa!
Bruh.
Finish him. Wait, wrong button. Whoa! Oh, and the chat said it too.
If you got eyes, you'll see what's going on, boss. And so is the chat. That's why they agreeing with Keystone.
I'm going with Lamb, dog. I'm sorry. I'm going with Lamb. But the dude who playing more consistent is Noah.
Exactly.
He more consistent. He is more consistent, but Big Santana, I'm with you. I'm with Lamb, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And I think Lamb got the confidence, hopefully, after this game. We gonna see. We gonna see. But I agree with you, Keystone. Noah low key. Noah low key. He could have been a star. He could have been a star. He could have been my star this week with the contested catches. Say, man, that dude made quality contested catches. See, a lot of people, they so, oh man.
He did it on Ohio State. Let's not forget.
Yeah, Cooper Rush. Oh, he throwing lasers. No, he wasn't. Noah Brown had to go get them things. Don't lie. See, I like. See, people like to lie. Who he throwing darts. He's so much. No. That dude had to go to the Lord Jesus. Let me go get this ball, cause
is that Dak and 2.0 if I'm not mistaken, boss?
Is that what?
Is that Dak and Dash 2.0? It's a question.
Nah.
He got to go get it just like Dash had to go get it.
See, hold on, Keystone, man. Hold on, man. You can't ask me questions that I don't have an answer to.
Yoga fire.
But you making a hell of a point. I can't fight that point.
Yoga fire.
See,
Yoga flame.
And see, when you said Dez, that made me feel like how y'all felt when I said Chris Carter-ish.
Yoga fire.
No speed, but can run a route something crispy.
And he going to get it. He is going to get it. That part is Dez-ish. That part, listen, he didn't call him Dez. He didn't say he called it in Dez. He's saying Dez-ish. See, they like to put words in our mouth, Keystone. You know what I mean? They'll say that you... Okay, cool. I'm glad you ain't tripping. All right, listen, y'all. I'm liking how y'all participating in this. This is Competition Tuesdays. This is what we do. But see, this is interesting because it shows you there's some competitive dynamics on the team that people need to be keened on. You know what I'm saying? We need to be keened on. All right, so I got another one for you. Cooper Rush versus Dak.
Now, I understand that Cooper Rush right now is in week 3. He's the highest quarterback right now in play action. I get it. But that's the formula of any quarterback to make it right on the offense. You got to run the ball first to make play action work. It worked with Dak in 2016. It worked with him in 2018. You ran the ball, you set up play action. That is perfect formula of any offense. Don't forget Jimmy G was number 1 last year off of play action pass. You didn't think he needed play action? You don't think Ryan Tannehill needed play action? You didn't think Tom Brady needed play action? Stop playing with me, man. That's any quarterback. And y'all out there talking about Cooper Rush is better than Dak. I get it. Yeah, it might be certain throws he probably might have do better. But don't let a handful of throws get to your head and say, oh, I like Coop better than Dak. Dak wouldn't have made that throw that Coop made. Whatever. Because there's some throws that Dak made that Coop didn't make either. So it is what it is.
And somebody say, how about Rush versus Greer? That has been settled. That's over. Settled. That's over. We gonna mess around and see Rush, the backup quarterback, for the next 4 years.
He will.
Just because of what he's doing right now.
Right now.
Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, and
I
wasn't never on that Greer train. I was always on the Rush train. Cause it was one thing I always said. I got the receipts on this. I might show it today. I'm gonna have to pull it up, but I can show you. It's one thing that people sleep on with Cooper Rush that doesn't show up, his grittiness. I've always said that about him. He gritty, man. And I always said the reason why I called him gritty. He had to beat out Kellen Moore for the backup spot as a rookie. See, that wasn't a light thing. That wasn't light. People forgot in the preseason when he was a rookie, Dak was the number 1 in passing rating, Number 2 was Cooper Rush. And that was with Watson, Mahomes as rookies too, also playing in the preseason. I gotta say this because people like to take us out of context. Obviously, I'm not saying Cooper Rush is Mahomes or Watson, but all I'm saying is he showed a lot of grit. That's why I always said, if it's anybody that I'm gonna trust in the clutch, it's gonna be somebody that showed me when they fighting that they can pull out something from somewhere that they don't got naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I
Right.
saw in him early. Is it's not his talent, it's his heart and his poise. I've always said that. I've been on record, so I never was on the Greer train. Now Greer looked good. Greer had the fanciness, the look. He had all of that. But give me the David. Give me David in the Bible. That's what, if anybody read the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When Samuel was picking the king, he picked David, brother, because he had the look. But the person that was the real king was out there working in the garden. Yep. Somebody say, I heard it. Boss said Cooper Rush Mahomes. That's how y'all do me. That's how y'all do. Y'all did Jerry like that too. Jerry was not saying QB controversy, but y'all made it sound like that. He was never saying that. And you know, this the last thing I'm gonna say, Keystone. We gotta get to a point to where we let people say what they mean and stop putting words in people's mouth. It's too much of that. It's way too much of that. Jerry was clearly saying, I want to... Hold on real quick, Keystone. Let me just show this. First of all, in my rank, I got Dak after the first 3 games is number 1, number 2 Rush, number 3 Hurts, number 4 Wentz, number 5 Jones. I'm clearly taking a shot at Hurts. I got no respect for Philly. But this is what I said. Jerry was right. Even though it is dumb, and I mean this, everybody, hear me out. Even though it is dumb, embrace the false QB debate by Cowboy fans and local national media. Embrace it. All it means is the Cowboys are winning, and a controversy needs to be created for views and clicks. Just embrace it. I know it get on our nerves. It get on my nerves to hear that dumb stuff. Like, what can Dak learn from Cooper Rush? Oh, I know what he can learn. You want me to tell you what he can learn? This is what he got to learn from Cooper Rush. That Cooper Rush is going to be judged with optimism and he going to be judged with pessimism. So when Cooper Rush throwing balls that where everybody got to jump and go get it, and when his 3 interceptions dropped last week, 2 of them that should have been for a touchdown, oh, they going to still view him with optimism. That's what you learn, is that Dak, you go be viewed forever by most in an inferior light. That's what you need to learn, is that life is not fair. Yeah, and then Bob Heck said, truthfully, Dak would start because of the $40 million. I don't think so. Because if that was the case, they would have started Romo when Dak was hot. It's still about that play. Shit, we just gotta look at it for what it is. Cooper Rush ain't Dak. All right, so man, before we get into the final words, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. You know, we sitting in here. I ain't checked the numbers. I don't know how many people in the building right now. Checking out Competition Tuesday and Boss Cowboy started game, but y'all make sure y'all stop for a second and hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I missed the super chat? Damn. Good catch, Mickey. Let me go try to catch that real quick. Hold on. Let me find it. Good catch, Mickey. I'm sorry, I missed it. Mickey, like, you missed the super chat, boss. All right, let me go find it real quick. Y'all give me a second. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Y'all be patient. Man, I don't see it, Mickey. Let me check it. I'm gonna check it on the phone real quick. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Be patient with your boy. Because when y'all donate to the channel, man, we really appreciate that. We want to honor it. We want to honor what y'all do. We appreciate y'all super chats, man. Hold on real quick. Keystone, go ahead and give me your final words while I'm doing this, big dog.
Yeah, man, my final word is keep that same momentum going up against Washington, man. And I still want that hole to be smothered because we're going to be facing Antonio Gibson. And who knows? We still got to respect that. He's still known to kill us in the run game. And we just got to be prepared for that. We get to him first. And who knows? He might mess around and get 9 sacks like the Eagles did on Carson Wentz because their O-line ain't what it is either. And for all y'all out there that ain't knowing how I do my work, Keystone Sleeper Files, Season 3 is coming on the way. Be on the lookout for it.
Season 3 of the Sleeper Files. Y'all look out for that, man. Appreciate it, Keystone, man. Keep rocking with us, man. Thank you for the surprise. You know what I'm saying? So we
this is BCS Life. I'm here, fam. Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro. We got a lot of work to do in this offseason, so y'all stay on the lookout for the Sleeper Files. That's Draft King right there. That is the Draft King, man. So stay up. I'm going to close this out, Keystone. Appreciate it, big dog.
Salute.
All right, so I got the super chat. Thank you, Mickey. It came from Common Sense Lab. And he said, Rush versus Dak? Stop. It's Kellen Moore play calls with Rush versus Kellen Moore play calls with Dak. Facts. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for the catch up on that, Mickey. Good looking out. But also, we also appreciate everybody that continue to donate to Boss Cowboy Sports. We getting ready to make some major upgrades. I'm never talking when I say that either. And I'm talking about major upgrades. We go take Boss Cowboy Sports up to a whole nother level. That's only made possible by the generous donations that happen from y'all. I'm serious about that too. Y'all gonna see, listen, I'm never talking when I say that either. When I say stuff is coming, I ain't just talking. I'm not just talking. Like, we always got stuff cooking, but what's coming is special. And we always know what we are and who we are too. We ain't trying to be like nobody but us, all right? So with that being said, we able to do the things that we got coming because of y'all donations. So continue to please support Boss Cowboy Sports financially, but more importantly, continue to support us also with that like. And let's also continue to share the content. It's way more shares that should be happening, especially with the level of truth that y'all get from Boss Cowboy Sports, from me and the OC and the final word with Big Game James and Law Nation. But y'all stay on the lookout, man. We got a lot of fun stuff coming. We got Picante coming tomorrow. We getting more and more of Keystone. We gonna be ramping up content with Keystone. We got obviously Candy on Thursday, but we got a lot more. So y'all just stay on the lookout, because as the season progresses, we go also continue to improve. So I thank y'all so much for continuing to support Boss Cowboy Sports. Our voice do matter. Let's act that way, and we act that way with our actions. Share the content, do all that stuff that keep us growing. Until then, I'll see y'all tonight at the final word. Y'all stay up. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.